You have no, you got the right camera on. That's good. We're looking all right. Hope you are well, whatever you are up to. How was your weekend? Maybe it's over here. I'm looking for my book. No, I've got books all around me, and I went to talk about a passage today that is in Your Exceptional Life. The book, which is at the printer, and I've got manuscripts. Have I put it on the bookshelf? I've got one copy of this book, and I cannot find it to save myself. I've sent Seb a message. It's not down there. Honestly, I'm like, have my kids stolen my book? I don't know, but I don't know where the book is, and I want to read you a passage or talk to you about this passage of Family Doesn't Come First. Good morning to you, Tammy. Hope you are well. We love Tammy. She'd be doing some gardening at the moment. She might be doing the school run. She might be carrots in season. She might be harvesting some carrots. Tammy has one of the best gardens I've ever seen. I hope you have a wonderful day, Tammy. Now, family comes first. We say it all the time. Family comes first. Family comes first. Family comes first. I might just freestyle for you because I could get this excerpt. I'm a little bit preoccupied with where is my book? Surely it's somewhere here, but it's not. So I'm going to just remove that from my thinking brain. And I want to talk to you about this very difficult conversation. And that is that family doesn't come first. Making treats. Oh, you're making us hungry. Tammy makes the best raw treats. She'd be doing some incredible salted caramel, some raw choc peppermint slice, a white chocolate fudgy number. You're going to make us hungry. What a beautiful morning tea. Does family come first? Do you find yourself saying it? Family comes first. Family comes first. Well, what if I told you that family does not come first? Most of the time. Family comes first in a crisis or in a special occasion. Now, ponder that. Let me give you some examples. Again, I'm going to freestyle with you for a moment. Good morning, Jesse. Hello, Game Changer. Hope you are well. Now, family. Why, if family comes first, right? Riddle me this. Some of you will know I have one of my favorite books of all time is Les Mis by Victor Hugo, Les Miserables. Great movie, great movies, number of movies, great performance, great theatre play, great book. But for me, it teaches us so much about humanity, that book. Now, what if I told you that Victor Hugo was born in 1802 when life expectancy in France was about 40? Might have been earlier. Again, if I had the book in front of me, I could tell you exactly what it was. Victor Hugo had 5 children, buried 4 of his children, and the one remaining child outlived him whilst living in a mental asylum. I think it was Adele. I'm quite sure it was his daughter, Adele. Now, Victor Hugo, again, buried 4 children, was exiled from Paris, lived in Guernsey with his wife. And then when Victor Hugo was in his early 70s, his wife, I think, wanted to move back to Paris when exiled people could return under an amnesty, and Victor Hugo didn't. So he actually lived apart from his wife for the final 10 years of his life. But the death of Victor Hugo's daughter, Leopoldine, was tragic. She died on the River Seine with her husband, Charles. Leopoldine fell off their boat. The clothes that the French wore in those days were very heavy, and it was the weight of her dress that drowned her. Charles jumped in the water to save his wife. I think she was 19 or 22 or young. Charles died attempting to save his wife, and then it was found that Leopoldine was carrying a baby, and Victor Hugo found all of this out whilst he was in Nice on a holiday with his mistress, reading the paper, and read about the death of his daughter. I mean, can you just imagine the sorrow and the grief and the trauma? I find that hard to think about. But I just want to give you just one example. I'll give you many others. Again, if you haven't read Eddie JQ, where's Eddie JQ's book, The Happiest Man on Earth? Eddie JQ just recently turned 101, wrote the book, The Happiest Man on Earth, guest a number of times on 100 Not Out, dear friend. And Eddie lost his entire family in the Holocaust. and met his beautiful wife, Fleur, who I think he met in Belgium or Paris. Lost his entire family except his sister, and started another family out here in Australia. There are countless examples of men and women who have lost family or had traumatic family experiences and still lived great long lives. And the reason why that is, or the way that happens, So I'm just seeing these comments coming through now. The reason why that happens, thank you, Game Changer. Family's going well here. The reason why this happens is because we find purpose outside of our family. We recognize that we are a human being independent of our families. We are not our family. Our family is a massive part of our life, but we are not our family. And this awakening happens for different people at different stages of their life. I think my beautiful wife, Sarah, right now is getting, I'm saying this to a number of people at the moment, like we're in the last year, I reckon, of Spencer is almost 2. He's still on the boob. It's a very physical relationship, and you can see there's an adjustment taking place where Sarah, our children, our family is going into a new dynamic of what it is to be a family. But Sarah is recognizing in herself that she is almost recapturing her identity outside of being a mum. Now, this can happen. There are certain rites of passage, as Anna Rubinstein talks about this so eloquently. There isn't just the rites of passage of a pubescent child becoming a young adult, becoming an adult. There's not just one rite of passage. There are multiple rites of passages in our life, whether it's as a child leaving home, whether it's as a parent having an empty nest, whether it's as a child burying a parent, or whether it's a parent going into the older phases or the later chapters of life and the child having to work through what that looks like. It's almost grieving the living parent. There are so many rites of passage that we take, and many of them in our family life. But the thing that distinguishes, I suppose, the exceptionals from everyone else is understanding the purpose that family provides us with. As I've said many times, family is the number one personal growth course we need on the planet. We actually really don't need any other courses. We just think that we do, and that's why the personal growth industry exists. But I think this industry exists because we can talk about it not in the emotional proximity that family often is in. But let's go back to your purpose and your family comes first or not first mentality. You come first. Your family doesn't come first. You come first. And I've said this in previous editions of Your Exceptional Day, and it's written throughout the book, is that you must fill the jug of your life first, and you give large portions of it to your family. But the first person that gets the goodness is you. And when you do that, then you're able to give the best version of you to your family. If we cannot find meaning in our life outside of our family, if we are so wedded to family, then we forget who we are. We forget who we are. Jesse's saying this only began for me after attending Kim's self-love weekend. I finally started putting myself first, but motivated only by being my best self for my children. That's the whole thing. So your family is a massive part of your purpose. They can be the reason why you do what you do. But again, you don't exist. If there's for there to be a reason to do what you do, you have to exist to live out that reason. And so, some people think that we're pulling teeth, splitting hairs. We're not. This is a very clear delineation. For family to come first, you have to come whatever is before first. Okay, you're zero. Like, you are at the front of the line. It's such an important shift in awareness. And again, I could give you multiple examples of people in life who have put a family come first life and paid a massive price. There's plenty of people out there whose purpose in life is their family, but that is the conscious choice. My wife is one of them. Okay, my purpose in life, like the best version of me, is to be the best, is to be a mum for as long as I can in my life, or a stay-at-home parent, whatever, however you want to call it. But these are the fine lines. How you are, I like that, Jesse. I am the jug. I need to keep me topped up so I have enough left over to overflow into my children's cups. 100%. We are the jug. It's a great analogy. So we must decide what is the script of our exceptional life. And if that script is, I'm giving the next 7, 10, 20 years, like so much to my family, then that's the script. And then we create an environment around us that makes that a win-win and not a lose-win, a lose for us and a win for the family. Because really, in essence, it's not a win for the family. Like I even, in our family at the moment, Sarah's having big chats with our 11-year-old Maya about, it's just Maya's 11, so you can understand that phase of life. But, some of Maya's beliefs at the moment is like parenting is really hard. And it's like, it's really like, it can be really grumpy and you can have kids going, rah, because we're in a phase of life where there are a lot of alpha personalities in the Pierce family. Again, children of 2 Leos, it's a little bit, rah, it's not a quiet house, our poor neighbors. But I think it's so important that we recognize what conscious decision are we making around our family? And are we a victim to our family's demands? Because that is a terrible place to be in, where you feel like you are constantly like the employee of your family, taking orders and doing everything based on what they say. Or are you consciously creating your exceptional life with your big ingredient of family weaved into it? This is the point where I hold the book up and say, for more information, highly recommend you pre-order the book. As you may know, if you saw this at the beginning, I don't have the book in front of me. I don't know where it is. The one copy is somewhere around the house and I've lost it. Cannot find it. I've lost it, the book, and I'm losing my mind because I don't know where the book is. And being a male, as sexist as that sounds, it's probably right in front of me and I'm probably holding it and it's right here. But anyway, not to be. So, folks, if you haven't bought the book yet, you are more than welcome to do so. It's at the printer at the moment. Signed off on the cover with the printer. We're going to have a bit of shininess on some areas. If you've seen the cover, there's a bit of this in there that's going to be shiny, and this is going to be shiny. Anyway, if you want the shiny version, not the shiny, the bells and whistles version, pre-order the book, because once the pre-orders are done and it's available on Amazon, then Amazon print a different version to what I print. It's a little bit complex these days. So you're encouraged to get your copy of Your Exceptional Life. I will personally sign it if that means anything. It does mean some things to some people. If you want a personally signed copy, then pre-order the book. It also includes free delivery when you pre-order. Again, I don't know how that works with Amazon and Booktopia and Depository and all those other places. But if you order, whilst the pre-orders are happening, you'll get free delivery. All right, folks, I think that's it. Again, everything about how to create your exceptional life whilst you are in a family, and that's all of us. Whether you have kids or not is not the question. You're a child of someone, so there's a lot to work through no matter what. Really hope you enjoy the book when it lands in your home. Little Birdie tells me that the ebook of Your Exceptional Life will be available on Thursday, and there's going to be an Amazon promotion where it's going to be pretty much the price of a cup of coffee if you like to read ebooks. So that's coming up as well. I will confirm more when I know the exact details, but again, I'm learning about the book world these days, and it's a very wise move, I'm told, to get the ebook up there first and push that for a couple of days at a discounted price for those people that like to read ebooks. I am more of a tactile book kind of guy. I am getting into audiobooks. I love audiobooks and physical books, but I know there's millions of people out there that also love ebooks. So if that's you and you have no interest in the paperback book, then maybe hold out until Thursday. See how you go. All right, folks, love and hugs to you all. Have a magnificent Monday. Family comes first, ... in a special occasion or a crisis, a wedding, Christmas Day, someone breaks a leg, hurts themselves, all the rest of it. But the rest of the time, you've got to write the script of your exceptional life. Love to you all. Have a wonderful Monday. Tammy, happy treat making. Good on you, Jesse. Keep on flying along. To everyone else who's watching, may the rest of your life be the best of your life. And I will chat to you. Well, I might have to Brisbane tomorrow. I might not be on tomorrow. I'm up bright and early. We'll see how we go. Otherwise, if I'm not on tomorrow, see you Wednesday. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.